Alright, TV friends. So I have here Mr. Adrian Lim. He's the IT director of THL. And he's here to show us the newest smartphone that the company has. Actually, THL is an international company, and they're now starting to bring lots of their smartphones to the Philippines. And what he has here with him is one of the more, or probably right now, the most exciting model of THL in the country. Alright, sir. So can you tell me more about the product?
All right, good day to you. So I would like to introduce the THL W300. So as you can see, this is a 6.5-inch phablet.
Ang laki, no? This
Yes.
is bigger, obviously, the name alone is going to be bigger than the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6 point.
Yeah, we're 0.2 inches bigger than the Samsung Galaxy Mega. But the one thing that we would like to showcase here is, of course, the full HD screen resolution, which is already at 1920 by 1080p.
Full HD to, not just
Full
HD.
HD, not just HD, it's full HD.
And that results talaga, sir, sa talagang pino talaga yun. No? Very
Yes, of
crisp,
course. Very crisp. It features more than 300 ppi for its form factor, 6.5 inches.
Wow.
And aside from that, it is also an IPS screen. The glass is already at OGS technology, or
Which
one
means
glass.
it's very thin. No?
Very thin, one glass solution. And as you can see in all angles or all sides,
Kitang-kita. It's very,
the clarity is really crisp. So I've turned on the brightness. Earlier it was set at automatic. So the internal memory of this one is already 2 gigabyte. 2 gigabyte RAM. So that's more than enough to play your everyday games, apps, browsing, and whatever apps you would like to do. And to tandem it with a staggering 32 gigabyte internal storage.
Wow.
And we're not even done yet. We're not stopping there because yes, everybody, it can support up to 64 gigabytes internal storage via micro SD. I've tried and tested Class 10 micro SDs here, and it was amazing. And
The
going
processor,
further,
sir.
yes.
How about the processor? What's the processor?
The processor is a 1.5 gigahertz MTK 6589T.
Alright, it's the T, no?
The T, the
There's a
turbo.
big difference between just the
Huge difference.
6589.
Yes,
This
because
one is
the T,
more powerful talaga.
more powerful than the 6589 because 6589 is only running at 1.2 gigahertz clock speed. And aside from that, the GPU is a Power VR SGX that's running at more than 350 megahertz. So it's also clocked at a higher rate compared to the 6589 version.
Alright.
And
then how about the camera, sir? Can you tell me more about the imaging
camera is
capabilities?
really fantastic because the rear camera is a 13 megapixel shooter. Okay.
Alright, 13 meg. Does it have BSI? Yun ang question lang.
Well, BSI cameras is the very known technology now. But what we can feature here for the MediaTek processor is the ISP.
What's that, sir? Can you tell me more?
The ISP sensors or image signal processor
Wow,
is
bago
a
yan,
new
eh.
technology brought to you by MediaTek. As we all know, MediaTek is a reputable Taiwanese chip manufacturer.
Yes.
And it can also shoot 8 megapixel front stills.
Alright.
So it's more than enough to take your really clear selfies.
Can you tell me more about that technology, sir? Ano nga ulit sinasabi mo earlier?
ISP, Image Signal Processor.
Alright, so what does it do exactly?
Okay, well, if you're gonna compare this with the BSI sensor, the BSI cameras, for one thing, they are very expensive. Okay, they are the same camera sensors used for Apple iPhones, right?
Alright.
And other prominent and more expensive phones. Now, this kind of technology is quite expensive, and thus for a mid-range or a budget phone or smartphone, this technology is not widely available.
Alright, sir.
So I find it confusing how other phone manufacturers at a certain price point were able to market a BSI-enabled sensor to a really cheap price point. But ours, the ISP, is what we promote.
Alright,
Since ISP is it processes the images as it captures the image real time. Well, BSI sensors, to sum it up, is basically realigning the lighting. Instead of the back version, it becomes the front. So therefore, there's less obstruction. So there's more light coming in.
Alright.
The ISP somehow can manage, if not the same, well, at par image qualities even at low lighting conditions.
Alright, sir. So can you show me the camera, sir?
Okay,
Kaya para
camera.
makita nila how
Alright,
it
no
looks.
problem. So right now, so here, Here's a better image. Okay. So as you can see here on the left panel, I have multiple camera modes here. Of course, the normal, it also supports HDR or high definition range. It has a magic camera icon. You can feature face beautification and panoramic shots. It has a really nice smile camera sensor. So for example, Kim, can you come here? Dear Kim, for a while, please. So I'll just tap on this icon. So don't smile yet. Don't smile yet. So okay. I would like to feature. I'm not touching anything. Okay. So don't smile. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. 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 There you go.
Ang galing, no? So parang as soon as the subject smiles, it will take the photo.
Yes. So as you can see here, we're gonna preview that image. So as soon as the subject smiles, it can automatically take pictures.
And trust me, it's very clear. Talagang
Yes.
clear siya. How about the front facing, sir?
Okay, for the front-facing camera, okay, so let's do that. Okay. So there you go.
that's
So
me.
there you are. So this is
Thumbs
the
up.
front-facing camera.
Ang linaw din.
So as you can see here, I'll tap on the settings.
How many megapixels again, sir?
The picture size, you can take all the way to 8 megapixels.
Wow.
So you can, of course, downsize it to your specification. So 8 megapixel is, I believe, more
This
than enough
also has
for
the same technology, sir.
Yes, ISP sensors.
It's ISP sensor
Which is
technology.
a unique feature for MediaTek processors. Okay. And trust me, guys, when I say this is not an emulated camera sensor.
Hindi siya interpolated.
Yeah, and not interpolated. So if we say 8 megapixel, it's really 8 megapixels that you get. Okay. And since MediaTek processors, the 65890 can really take up to a maximum signal processor of 13 megapixel. So there's no way that any phone can go beyond that point.
Alright, so how about the video recorder, sir?
Well,
What's the resolution?
Well, video recorder, of course, at the rear part can take full HD videos.
Full HD.
Yes.
Correct. That's 30 frames per second.
Yes,
so.
30 frames per second. So we can go to that. Okay, so let's go to the video mode. So video quality. So it doesn't say here yet, but
it's 10 for the high quality.
for the
it's
high
1080p.
quality, it's 1080p. Of course, no problem with that.
Alright.
So the recording is definitely without a doubt.
So let's talk about the software, sir, because I saw it's not the stock Android interface, sir. No, this is more like the MyUI of the Xiaomi phones of China.
Yes, in fact, it showcases the MyUI. So colors are more vibrant and it's really smooth, very soft touches. So
Very user friendly.
very user friendly and fully integrated within the system. So if we go to the about phone, you can see it's running 4.2.1. But
Then you can get the updates eventually via wireless update.
as of now, OTA is not yet supported.
Alright.
But all Nobu 7 Tech branches will serve as a drop-off and
So they
pick-up
can
point.
just bring their phones
Yes,
there.
no problem. It's hassle-free. It's a free service.
Alright.
So let's go through this one. This is the most common question.
Yeah. The Antutu
How much does
benchmark.
it rate in Antutu 4? So let's wait for a while. I already tested this before.
Uh-huh.
I did a pre-benchmark test prior to that, and it
Wow,
made
good job.
15,378. So let's go through the details. As you can see there, CPU, RAM, GPU, and the input/output. Then let's go to device info. So you can see here it's a quad-core ARM version 7 Neon, Power VRS GX 544. Resolution is at 1080 by 1920, 12.6 megapixels. The RAM is, as you can see there,
Yes.
2 gigabyte. Okay, I've plugged in a 32 gigabyte internal SD micro SD card there, so no
So
problem with that.
64 gigabytes ka na ngayon, sir.
Yeah, 64. So if you put in a 64 SD, that will become 96 roughly.
Alright.
But I forgot to mention earlier that
Yeah.
it also supports OTG
USB on the go.
on the go, so you can plug in your favorite USB drives here and you never have to worry about running out of space.
Great.
So
How about the battery size, sir?
Battery size is also a staggering 3,300 milliampere per hour lithium-ion battery.
That's big enough.
And
na,
the
no?
best part
What's the uptime like, sir? Have you tested?
Uptime life, as of now, I haven't fully tested this yet. So after I do, I'll give a full report to you.
Alright.
Because this is really fresh from the box.
Kailan ba ito lalabas, sir? So when is it coming out?
We're eyeing this to be released this coming Friday.
That's
as
on. That's
18, 19, 20, 22, I think, on the 22nd.
yeah, on the
Probably.
22nd. All right.
So,
And how much will it be? Yun ang gusto. I mean, for this.
So for the Audis, the SRP is somewhere around 14,000 ish.
Great. It's around 13,999.
But stay tuned, guys, because Novo 7 Tech will be releasing a special promo through yours truly, Kim Store, and your partner.
Alright, for Kim Store. Mukhang may free case daw, sir, tsaka mas mababang price.
That we'll have to see. So surprise lahat, surprise lahat.
Surprise yan.
Let's not spoil
Alright.
too much.
So offhand, what I like about it is that you have that very big display. It's 6.5-inch full HD. Can you imagine that it has that MediaTek 6589T processor?
Yeah.
Then you have the 2 gigabytes of RAM. So
Of course.
wala tong problema sa multitasking. I mean, it should be easy for that phone to do that with 2 gigabytes of RAM. And on USB on-the-go support, really lots of things going for it. Then you have the camera, very crisp. Then you have that smile technology,
Yes,
right?
smile technology.
Yeah, so it's really a good phone. I'm really excited to try it out, to unbox it. Offhand, it also looks very gorgeous, you know.
Yes. So it really
Nice. You have the
sleek
glaze
finish.
design. But
Somewhat like a honeycomb
yeah.
approach there.
Yeah.
So sleek sides.
Even though you have
here.
that big screen, ano ba siya, sir? Okay. Yeah, very nice to hold, not that heavy, and also not that wide. So it's really a good phone for its size. Yeah, for its size, it's very light.
Big
Yeah.
man's hand.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Adrian. Again, that's THL W300.
Yes.
Check it out, TV friends.
All right,
Nice.
stay tuned. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Okay.